Hello guys and welcome to our FM 2021 game, and we're in the Vanarama National League North now. We got relegated. We're back. I couldn't wait. I didn't want to stream this today. I wanted to get right into it, so that is what I'm gonna do. I hope that we can get straight back up, bounce straight back up, and I'm really excited to play. Now, I really want to, I'm not going to go back to my tactics inductions. I mean, I'm going to accept the current vision, which is straight to the playoffs, because why else would I be here? The tactics is going to be a direct counter attack, even though we could probably play a better position. We're going to be having Stenson up front. How old is Stenson? Is he going to be the main man today? Like we don't have Campbell anymore. I'm sure his name was Tavron. I mean, he could be here though. Let's have a look. There he is. We don't need to scout this guy. We know he can score goals. He played 39 games and 13 goals last season, and I'm pretty sure we could even approach to sign him. Oh, he doesn't believe that we can play with. Well, if we exit the talks and then we gotta have him back, guys. It's gotta be done. We're gonna make an offer. It's for. Oh, he's not for loan anymore. It's not going well, guys. It's not great. But I mean, I'm gonna be here recording the whole thing. We can just cut out loads of bits. Um, we're gonna be searching. First of all, we're gonna make our side. Goalkeeper. It's got to be Boris Johnson. We put him in sub one, but like he'll probably never make it. This guy's 20 years old and 2 stars, and Boris Johnson is 3.5 stars. Look at him, he's got a face. He's 28 years old. Now, I would say Nathan Clark's a great player, but he's 37 years old and he's let us down so many times, so he will be substitute too. In fact, we might even let him go this season. He's not a great player. Neil Byrne is 28 years old. We could use him, and I think I'm going to put him in straight away. Bradbury, 23 years old, going straight in the side. What a player! What a player indeed. Now this guy's got potential to be a really good player, but unfortunately, I don't think he makes the cut. I think we have to play Mayer. He's 25 years old. He's playing quality football. Now, this guy can pass a ball. No, he's only got 9 pass, but what's his vision? His vision is 11. Now, we could move him and bring him into the side. We've got Sam Cornish still. How long have we got Sam Cornish for? I wanna extend this contract. Now, so Sam Cornish would be a great player to be putting in our. See if we can make an offer, a loan offer. Right, so we're gonna pay nothing to the end of the season. I think it's the end of the season already, but I mean, well, they understand what I want from them, yeah. He's gonna be a squad player, defensive midfielder. We don't really have a preferred role. Can play in cup games? Yes. Cannot be terminated. Suggest the terms. Really good, guys. Really good. I think we're gonna bring him back. He was a great like. Let's have a look at his stats from last year. Oh, wrong one. He played for us last year 36 appearances and 3 assists, 6.42. Now, it doesn't look great, but I know that he played a really good game of football for us. It really worked well with our tactic, and maybe we can bring him in again to the for the new tactic. We're going to be bringing him in. Now, it says that we should be using Well, at the moment, I feel like Neil Mayer's going on the right, and who's going to be going on the left? We've got Danny Williams, we've got Kazim, and I don't even know who this guy is. Does he even play for us? Now, Kazim, he's 19 years old. He's quite fast. He's on loan from Colchester until 2022. Who even bought this guy? When? I didn't do it, but he's in, and I think that'll be a really good addition to the squad. So, well done. I can't take any credit there. Now, everyone likes Ben, but like he can't play. He's not ready yet. And because where we are in the league, we should be going straight up to promotion. I don't think we'll even be using him. Now, Spence is 20 years old, and he's our guy. He's 2.5 stars. Now, I really like Sam Cornish. He's 19, he's 2.5. He could be much better than what he is. But Spence is our guy, so maybe we don't use Sam Cornish anymore, and we put him on the bench. He's a great player. He's got the vision. I really liked him last season. I mean, he doesn't look like he's that great, but he could be our backup at least. Jack Senior. Now, Jack Senior, I don't like him. He's 24 years old. He's a 3 stars. But can you really play? I mean, he could actually take over Al Kazim's position. He was really prone to error last game, but last season. So maybe we, because he's on loan, this guy, we do move Jack Senior in, just for, like, he could become a really good player in the future for us, and that is something that we really do need. Now we've got Jack Earon. I said I would sell him, and I'm gonna stick true to my words, but we are gonna put him on the pitch. Now, I don't like what we've got here, but Summerfield is alright, but he's old man. 33 years old now. It's getting worse and worse. Whereas Kieran Green is 23 years old, and he will be moving on to the starter. Now, we've got a right midfield, which is Noble Lazarus. We need to definitely bolster our side, and we've got Jeff King in left midfield. Now, who can we put up front? It's a real good question, which we don't have the answer to. Jamie Allen needs to be sold. Like, he's a great player, but we don't play this position. Maybe if we could have 2 formations this year and give him a chance. But I think for some reason this guy thinks he can do it, and I know he can't. I've seen him ruin. I mean, at this league, maybe he could, and maybe we're gonna give him a chance. Now I feel really worried now because we're using Hyde, but we can always stick Stenson on the bench, which is where he is. We've also got some other players, but I mean Ryan Lowe's 21 years old. I've never seen this guy before. He's coming out of nowhere. He's come from the youth, I'm supposing, so we'll stick him on, and we'll stick, like, Danny Williams is an old man. He needs to go. Like, he's not going to get any better, and yeah, he's 3 stars, but it could be time just to let him go. Speak about, there's no point doing any of this. We'll ask for a mutual termination and see if he wants to go. He might not want to go. Now, Luke Summerfield is also 33 years old, but he's still stronger than Danny Williams, in which case we'll stick him on the bench. Now, Martin Woods, he's also 35 years old. This guy, I thought was going to be our best player. Maybe last year he could have been our best player. Like, we tried him every game, and he's still a good player. But he's an old man, and he can't run anymore. He's got no pace. He's probably got to go as well. And I'm ready to... Like, I'll try a mutual termination, and hopefully that works out. I'm not going to stick him on, and I'm not going to stick Danny Williams on. Now, Jamie Allen, he's 26 years old. He's a great player. He could get better as well, but we just don't have the formation for him. And Domte, 21 years old. This guy is really good. Like, he scored some goals in our pre-friendlies last season, but we didn't put him in a position that he needed to be in. He's going to be our 10th sub. Now, this is our first formation, and I'm really happy with it. I mean, I'm not really happy with it because I need to sort this out. Like, okay, I don't want to mess around with everything, but, like, this is my formation, and last time I had something which was really working, and I didn't save it, and it's my own fault. So we're gonna go into this, and we're gonna take it on the chin if we lose. I'm gonna go for this guy, man, such a legend, but we don't want him being a sweeper keeper. And I think we're gonna change this tactics completely. I'm just gonna go with. Can I completely just delete the tactic? I want to go with a clean slate. There we go. So we're going with a clean slate here, guys. And I just feel like if I'm going to be a manager, I'm going to learn the hard way. Whether it means I get relegated this season or not. Now, I know for a fact that making a poacher up front was really good for us. But we're not going to go for that kind of style anymore. Because I feel like we can do better. So, I think we're going to go with a target man. Now, the target man can transform an average team into a good one by using his sheer physicality to disrupt the opposition's defence and open up space for his strike partner and supporting midfielders. But he doesn't have any strike partners or supporting midfielders. So being a target man would be extremely bad. In which case, we can't really do that. Being a advanced forward is to lead the line and look for spearhead attacking moves. Now, he's slow, so that would probably be a bad idea. Not something that we would really want. Now, a deep line forward. The deep line forward's main function is to link the attack to the midfield. See, that is something that we probably want. We could do that. He aims to drop deep into space and hold up the ball before supplying linking passes to teammates, moving the ball back to midfield support, spreading it wide to the flanks, and if he has time to turn, playing in his strike partner. Now, we don't have a strike partner, but I feel like that would be something that we want to do. I think with an attack duty, the deep line forward will look into fashion chances for himself in addition to playing others in. With a support duty, the deep line forward will largely aim to bring teammates into play before attacking. So this would be really good for us. Now, I'm going with tactics that I think is going to work for me, and I know that bringing myself into attacking midfielders, I have great attacking midfielders, but they never worked for me last year. Maybe we can try it with a different tactic, but this tactic is going to be using Hyde. So being Hyde, we're going to want a wide midfielder. Now, wide midfielders, like, we want him from cross to deep. Like, he's great, got a great head on him. Like, he doesn't need to run with the ball. I mean, he probably could, but it'd be better not to. So the wide midfielder performs defensive duties on the flanks, supporting the forwards, midfield and defence when required, generally lacking either the explosive pace or exciting dribbling skills of an out-and-out winger. The wide midfielder relies on teamwork and work rate to get into dangerous attacking positions. Now, we don't really know what King is. So what is King? Has he got any ability to run with the ball? He can dribble-ish. Not really. He wants to be a defensive winger, but I think if we play him as a winger, support, he's got the passing ability, he's got the crossing ability, he can dribble, he doesn't really have the running, he hasn't got the pace, so maybe that's a bad idea. So okay then, we'll have a look at wide midfielder. He can cross the ball, he's got a little bit of a first touch, his marking's alright. His passing is great, and his tackling is great. His work rate is 10, his teamwork is 9, his positioning isn't amazing. But we're in the National South League. I don't even know if it's in the National anymore. We're in the Vanarama South. This is something that I think would really work well. Now, I don't know how we're going to move this into our formations, but I think, yeah. Wide midfielder, support. But what about wide midfielder defence? He can't really mark. He hasn't got the positioning. He doesn't have anticipation. It's probably not something that we want. So what about wide midfield attack? Now, he's got good off the ball. and he's got decent decisions, but his anticipation isn't amazing, but his vision is very good. Now, wide midfielder attack would be fairly decent, and I think we'll go with wide midfielder attack, and that is what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with wide midfielder attack. Now, it says, this is what it says he's going to try and do. The wide midfielder performs defensive and attacking duties on the flanks, supporting the forwards, midfield and defence when required. Generally lacking the, I've already read this. Looks to play quick crosses in from the final third, which is really good for what we want. Now, we've got Noble Lazarus on the wing. Now, Noble Lazarus, playing him as a winger, would it be great? I don't know. We're going to watch the full match. I'm not going to put it on the YouTube channel, but I'm going to be watching the full match to see if our tactics are working. Once I've got them to work, then maybe I'll put like extensive highlights for you guys. But right, so winger support. This guy's got a little bit of pace. He's got no stamina though, and he's got the agility, but he can't cross a ball really. Like, I mean, he's alright. He's got the work rate though. See, I don't really know. Like, he's got a little bit of flair and anticipation. Maybe we could make him as a winger attacker. He wants to play on the right though, but we want to play him on the left. He wants to be an inverted winger. That's not something that I want to do. See, he doesn't want to be there. So if we play him here as a winger, it's not great. Now he's got long shots, so he could be an inverted winger, but that doesn't... I mean, it could go well, to be honest. An inverted winger for us in this formation, we could try it out. The inverted winger aims to frequently cut inside into the attacking third to open up space for overlapping fullbacks and to subsequently overload retreating defenders. The inverted winger works best when the player's strongest foot is opposite to the side of the pitch he's playing on. With a support duty, the inverted winger will cut diagonally across the defence to play the ball through the middle while overloading defenders. And I don't even know if what's his foot? So is he left-footed? Ah, he is left-footed. So that's why he would play really well as an inverted winger. Now, with an attack duty, the inverted will directly hit the defence with the option of shooting, passing, or crossing as he moves into the attacking third. I mean, we could try attacking. I think we're going to go with that. We're going to go with an inverted wing and a wide midfielder. So King's going to be crossing the ball in. Hyde is going to be trying to like lay off into Noble Lazarus. Now, we've got two midfielders. Now, I know for a fact that this guy is amazing, but he never plays well for us. So what can we do? How can we make this guy better? If we play him as a central attacking midfielder, we don't really get anything from it. Like, if we play him as a deep lying playmaker, maybe we can get something from that. And does he even like playing as a deep lying? Like, he's got amazing stats. He's got work rate, he's got vision, he's got teamwork, technique, passing. Like, he's a great player. He's got composure. His balance is the worst. That's it. But it's still 9. If we went with support, like what's the difference there? It's off the ball is better. So if we went for support, instead of change, it makes him a better player. A deep lying playmaker support, just something that we should definitely do. Now we could use his teamwork, his work rate, his strength, stamina, pace. He's got everything. Like we could use this, but I think a deep lying playmaker support would be great. And I think that's what we're going to do. He's going to be our deep line playmaker support. Now, just to make sure of it, we're going to double check it. Defense off the ball is better. So maybe he'll actually play good this season. Now, Green. I don't know how we're going to use this guy, but it would be nice to have probably like a box-to-box midfielder or maybe a ball-winning midfielder. See, I want to use him as a ball-winning midfielder, and that's what we've got here. So, dribble less, take fewer risks, shoot less often, hold position, and tackle harder. As a support, ball-winning midfielder means function close down the opposition and win the ball. However, he also needs technical to help the team possession and fashion out chances with players' attacking roles. With a support duty, aims to win the ball back high up the pitch and result in counter-attacking opportunities. Well, we'll have a look here. Now, we've got Spence. And he's a defensive midfielder. The defensive midfielder's main duty is to protect the defensive line from breaking attackers by closing them down quickly and to support the creative midfielders when in possession. A key job of the defensive midfielder is to keep hold of the ball while the defence and attack are reorganising themselves after a period of opposition. With a support duty, the defensive midfielder will step into the midfield line and support attacking moves. With its defend duty, the defensive midfielder will hold his position between the midfield and defensive lines and recycle possession from a deep possession. See, I want to try that. I want to try using him in defence. So we've got a lot of defence here. Maybe. Now, I don't really like no nonsense fullback knows his strengths and weaknesses and focuses predominantly on his defensive duties, scarcely going forward into a more attacking role. Now I know this guy, but we need them going forward. So we're gonna play it like this. I think this is our first formation. Now I don't know if it's gonna be great, but we're also gonna be going for some wing play. Now we haven't finished yet though. So okay, if we go balanced, then yeah, this is decent. I think this would be a decent formation. Now I don't think they've even, yeah, okay, they're competent. They don't really know what they're doing here, and I don't know if I want to give them any more than that. Now I feel like if we use our attacking width, like it will space out our midfielders, and instead of going for high passing, we don't go very narrow and we don't go standard. I think we go for the attacking width, and I think they actually know this very, like, we used to play this before. Now the tempo isn't great, but I think we're going to want to go with extremely high tempo. Now I want, it's quite tense. The level of play and level of effort required from the players in this tactic, which in turn affects their condition and likelihood of injury, is impacted by the chosen levels of pressing intensity and tempo, the style of tackling, and overall team mentality. The more demands made of each player, the more intensity required from them to carry out the tactic to a high standard. Okay, no problem. Well, this is what I want from you. I want to be extremely wide and I want extremely high. Now, the directness, passing style which be set accordingly to the team mentality. This instructs players to adopt a style of play based around quicker transition from back to front, with the ball covering long distance in a quicker amount of time. I think we try this. It doesn't look like something that will work, but I think it will. Now, we're not going to go for any underlaps or overlaps, and we're not going to go through... I mean, we could try and play out a defense, because I feel like we don't do it enough, and I want to use this. Now, I don't think... I'm not going to do any of this. I'm going to keep dribbling less and run it less. Now, I think that's what we're going to go with. Now, I think we are going to go on the counter, because we play on the counter, and I think we should distribute quickly. Now, I think we shouldn't regroup but ask the players to immediately get back to the defensive shape after losing. I think we're going to regroup instead of go for the gegenpress. And I also think we're going to distribute to earring, and I hope it works out really well. Now, I don't know what distribute type we're going to be using, but I think this will go really well for us. Now, out of possession. This is something that I always feel like I want to be a much higher line of engagement, so I want our striker to be right up there. But I also don't want to be pushed back, so I want to lower defensive line because I don't trust my defenders. So we've got a lot of space in the pitch, and I think we've got good players to actually deal with this. Now, if we've got a higher line of engagement, Hyde will have less time to lose the ball from running. Now, I feel like we could make it more like we need to drop down the pressing down, like right down, because at the moment we've got a high intensity out. This is a big tactic, but we are going to slow right down when we're out of possession. We're going to stay on our feet. Now, This will ask the players to engage opponents in wide areas in an attempt to prevent the ball from moving into the middle. It balances the risk of leaving wider spaces between the players against the opportunity to recover the ball further away from goal. This is what I'm going to go with. I'm going to force the opposition inside, and hopefully we've got great defenders. Now, I can see Tom Bradbury dealing with this really well, and I hope Neil Byrne can as well. And obviously, Kieran Spence is a bit of a problem, and we could look up to finding a change here. But I think this is going to be a really good tactic, and I'm going to leave it like this. Usually we would go with a defensive strat, but I think being balanced is absolutely fine. And that is what our first tactic is going to be. Now we've got wing play, and I feel like this is going to be really good for us. But like I said before, I'm going to do a new strat from scratch. Now I want one striker up front. I don't think I want... Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I think we need that... Okay, we'll have a look at this. So, a target man. Once again, we don't really want him scoring goals. So he's going to be a deep line forward. We've got a winger. Who's going to be attacking? This is the problem I have. I don't really want to... I mean, we can have a go at just pushing forward. Spence can't play in this position. We really need to fix this, like... Right, we need to rename this. Whoa, what did I just do? Oh, please tell me I didn't just delete that. What? Hoof the ball, lads. We're going to go with this formation. And we're going to save this team selection for... Hoof the ball, lads. First team. Now, we've got our next formation, which we need to clear everything. First of all, our striker. It could be Jake Hyde. It could be Stenson. I think we'll go with Stenson this time. Now, we've got a winger who's left wing, and he's going to be attacking. And Jeff King seems to be the man for this. Fair enough. We'll do that. And we've got Jamie Allen on the right, which is a very strong player, but he never plays. See, this would really work well for him. We've got Kieran Green or Woods. Now, we're going to go with Kieran Green, obviously. Now, we've got Jack Earon. And then we've got Summerfield. So right now, we've got a strong lineup. I mean, it's completely from scratch, but this is what I'm looking for. On our left, we go with Jack Senior. In a centre, we go with Tom Bradbury. In a centre, we go with Nathan Clark. And on the right, we go with Mayer. And then keeper is obviously Boris Johnson. This is a huge play we've got here. Now, I feel like this would go really, really well for us. Although, we could go attack on this because Stenson can actually run with the ball. He can actually play good football. Now, our advanced playmaker, I don't think he needs to be a playmaker. The advanced playmaker can operate in the central midfield, attacking midfield or wide forward positions. Aims to drop in the holes between the opposition's midfield and defence, making himself available for the teammates, passes and aiming to return in an instant. I think making him a shadow striker would be really good here. And we've got him winged up. He's going to be crossing balls. Like, I think this would be fine. Like, we've got attack, attack, attack. Now we've got Summerfield here, which is maybe going as a ball winning. I don't think there's going to be any issues here at all, to be honest. Apart from maybe like our fullbacks. But other than this is going really well. Like, I think we're going to go like very narrow. And also, I mean, we could work the ball into the box. Could be something that we're interested in. I think our directness is going to be a lot shorter and we're going to be a lot lower tempo. And we can waste time sometimes if you want to. We can be more expressive. I don't feel like we need to. We could pass into space, but I don't think we're gonna go with that direction. Now our transition is we're gonna hold our shape when we've won the ball, and we're gonna regroup as soon as we lose the ball. We don't have to play slow pace down. I think we're gonna try and control the game with this. We're still gonna use our playmaker though. I'm pretty sure we do have one. But actually, let me just double check. We've got Earring, and he's a support. He's a midfielder, but we should probably play him as an advanced playmaker. This guy is a legend. And I think play him in attack duty would be... Okay, if we make him an attack... A deep line defense? Or deep line support? No, sorry. Deep line support and ball winning midfielder. Box to box we could try. There's some minor issues there though. I feel like this will be alright. Now I don't know how Green is going to react to this, but I think when we're out of possession that we're going to be... I want to play a much higher line of defense, but we're not. We're going to play around about there. And we're not going to press. We're much less urgent. We don't need to do that. We can stay on our feet. We don't even need to stay on our feet. I think this is going to work well as well. I think we even might play this formation because this is a strong formation for us. Whereas the first one, we've got Kieran Green. Ah, yes, okay. So this one is just like holding the ball, guys. We're going to be holding the ball. Like we have the power. Control is key. Control is key here, guys. And we're going to be saving our team selection. Control is key, first team. So now you see it, guys. We're going to be using these tactics. Just two tactics. And I feel like this should be enough. I hope that they work, and we're going to check out to see if they work. We're going to try and use both tactics, one per game, and see what happens. Obviously, control is key, and hoof the ball isn't going to be working well. So we'll go with hoof the ball to start off with. I'm excited to see how they work. Hoof the ball, first team. Boom. There we go. I really hope they work really well. So we're going to be looking at strengthening our side. So at the moment, our weakness is probably Kieran Spence. Now, Kieran Spence is a 2-star rating. It's decent rating for the senior team, but we could have better. Being a defensive midfielder, I don't even know if this is going to work yet, so we won't buy anyone as of yet. Following the request that if Martin Wood's contract with the club's being terminated, the player has started in no certain terms of wanting to agree. Okay. Well, I guess we're keeping them all. Players currently unhappy. Jack Earing. Let's go speak to him. I told your manager this, and I think it's only fair to tell you the same thing. I feel like I've outgrown FC Halifax Town and I want to move to a bigger club. You're an important part of my plans, and I don't want to lose you. What will it take to keep you here? I appreciate your answer and I can understand your reason. I'll let you go if the team comes in with a reasonable bid for you. I can see where you're coming from, and deep down I probably knew we wouldn't be able to keep you much longer. Give me a chance to sort of compromise? We could try and convince him though. This is a new regime and a lot of things are going to change around here. I think you should give it a few weeks to see if you feel about the same once you've settled in. Boom. I can't wait that long, I'm afraid. This is my career we've been talking about. That we're talking about. I need you to offer me out as soon as possible. Okay. I see I'm not going to change. Compromise. I can see I'm not going to be able to talk to you around here. Ultimately, money talks, though. Would a pay rise tempt you to stay? You're being very unprofessional here. I don't even know why we're still discussing this. Nobody's currently interested in you, and I'm not going to sit here and waste more. I'm sorry, but I cannot put desire into it. He's a star player. I can see. I don't think we're going to get anything solved here, so let's leave it. I don't think you've handled it particularly well, though. Would you like a paradise? Well, at the end of the day, mate, we don't want to sell you. And I want to see how well you get in this formation. Like, we're playing you as a star player, so I feel like you should enjoy the game. You're going to enjoy this season. This season is going to be really good for you. We're going to be playing our second XI teams. I didn't even know we had them. But that's fine. I'm just going to confirm. Now, this season, I'm going to do a lot of scouting. I don't know if it's going to be on or off the actual video. Jack Senior. Once not currently prepared to start these breakdown talks. Okay. Okay, fair enough. I wanted to take the opportunity to introduce myself. I'll be making improvements in goal. I'll be making improvements in defense. I'll be giving the opportunity for my younger players. I'm prepared to accept suitable offers for any of you if they come in. I'll be making improvements in midfield. We're likely to make some cuts this season. I don't want to make any promises for now. Thought there would have been more promises made here today. I think we're good enough to go up as champions this year. Offended? I don't know, Gaffer. That seems a little bit optimistic to me. Having gauged the collection reaction around the room, I might have been a bit too ambitious. I think I'm being realistic. Well, if everyone gives 100%. There you go, guys. There you go. That's exactly the sort of reaction I was looking for. We'll also be aiming for the FA Cup. I think that's a sensible target. That's exactly the... I've also realised the code of conduct you suggested this season. I trust you're accepting the rules on board and the system contents. That's a great response. Thank you. Well, your expectations for the league didn't go down very well. They all went down, but it's fine, guys. It's fine. We're alright. Maybe I was a bit too ambitious because I just thought that we're better than this league, but they don't seem to think we are. Now, we have a lot of important players that could be leaving this year. I'll be declining any press. Right, there are a few murmurs of discontent in the squad about the way I dealt with Jack Earing. Can you please step up and explain the issue so we can get sorted and move on? You're being completely out of order not letting Jack leave. Standing in the way of his dream move isn't going to win you any friends of the rest of the squad. If selling Jack is what you're going to take to keep the harmony in the squad, I'll just have to be reluctant to let him go. At last, it's a shame it's taken an intervention from us, but hopefully now Jack can get his move and the rest of us can put this behind. I think that was very productive. It's good to have it sorted out. I mean, I'm fine with it, like, but at the end of the day, guys, I'll leave the meeting and I'll even try and sell him, but no one wants him. And unless they give me a lot of money, he's a star player in my eyes, even though I hate him. I will offer him out though. I'll offer him to clubs. He's worth 19,000. Yeah, but you're gonna have to pay me a lot more. I'm sorry. £10. You give me 100,000 and I'll do it. I'll sell him for 100,000. Inter-squad team selection. How would you like to split the players between the two teams in here? This is what we're going to go with. This is a good question. Like, we're just going to go with the first team and see what happens. I do want to watch. I want to see how our team plays. Like, this is a weird formation that we're going with, considering that we want to be like the top dog. We're going to go with Boris Johnson, Neil Mayer, Neil Byrne. Is it Niall Mayer? Neil Byrne, Tom Bradbury, Jack Senior, Kian Spence, Noble Lazarus, Kieran Green, Jack Earon, Jeff King, and Jake Hyde. Pretty much, I don't know who these guys are. Never heard of them. We're not going to put them on. Unless they're like literally like the under 18s. We're favourites for a reason. I mean, go out there and win the game. I mean, if we don't win this, then we're in fucking trouble. But it's fine, because I want to watch the full match for now. I want to see how the football is. I'm here for the football, lads. So King gives it to Earon. Earon sees an opportunity, and there is no opportunity there. But at least he had a go. I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. It's 38 seconds in. It's good. I wonder what kind of football they're playing here. If it's my tactic or not. Kazim is up front, or is he playing left back and then he's just overlapping? Either way, defense is ready and waiting. So I'm seeing great football here, guys. Apart from that, there Spence just boots it away, but Mayer is there on the wing. It's not great. It's fine though. It's fine. Let's just see how the tactic works out. At the moment, when we go forward, we don't look like we've got any kind of luck. But that's what we're doing for this this tactic. This is the whole reason why we're using this tactic is for hoofing up the pitch, guys. That's what we're going to be doing. Boris Johnson is going to be playing out of defense, which is nice. Hopefully, we don't mess up from that on an interfence. This is alright. Look, Earing. He's the playmaker, and he's messed up. Now, Kazim is playing really good football as a left winger. I don't know if he's playing left wing or left back, but he's always up there. Great defense from Mayer. Williams is coming back in. Now, Williams is going to be a good player. Tear. It's nice to see, like, both of these teams playing, because I love all these players, man. I've played with them all season. I'm Stenson, Tear, Summerfield, like Cornish. Cornish is my main man. But we're going with new tactics. We've still got a good side for our first team. They got all oldies, which are still great players. We do look quite... Ooh. Kazim is good. Good left back. He's making me feel like he could be the man for us for this season. We'll see anyway. Kazim's faster than Mayer? Jesus. Woods is an experienced old man. He's got his walking stick. Oh, it's great play. Williams, he's open, but Green is there. Ah, great defense from Bradbury. That is the kind of football that we're looking at. Is defense. We're going balanced. We're not really going to be controlling any kind of... Senior again, man. Always making mistakes. I don't like Senior. I really don't. It's just the way it is with him. Like, why can't he just be a better player? I really wish he was, but he just isn't. He's just a bad player. It really annoys me. Come on, Ed Hyde. Show me why. Come on, King. This is great football. Oh. Now, Noble Lazarus, like, what could we do there differently? In a football match, like in our league match, I mean, we got a good side though. Our second side is quite decent, so I can't really complain. Maybe they'll be worse than this in the league. Burn. Hide. Oh, great flick on. Noble Lazarus is going to cut inside. Oh, he does. King. Oh. King is there. Senior. Don't mess it up, Senior. Oh, great. Come on, Aaron. Show me why. Why you're the main man. Oh, there's a great play there. Unfortunately, King couldn't get to it. 6 minutes in and we are looking quite confident. I'm actually pretty happy about this formation. We got most of the possession. E-ring with another play here. Oof. See, if we had Campbell right now, E-ring could be playing on some great balls. Stenson. This is our second striker. Now, I don't know how Stenson's going to be holding up, but we're going to be using him in the control the game tactic, because Hyde isn't going to be that man. Hyde is a decent player, but he's so aerial, like he's slow. Ben. They could even use Allen. I don't know where Allen is. Why they ain't using Allen is confusing. Tear for Allen? Ugh, okay. Maybe they should have used a different tactic. But I'm really liking the way our football is going. Let's Spence. Oh, to Green. Green to E-ring. E-ring sees someone, and King is there. King, can he beat his man? Oh, it's a corner. Now, Ben, I don't think is a great player myself, but did quite well there defending that. King is showing his worth. King. Now, we do need to get our set pieces for this year, because I want to actually score some goals from corners, free kicks. Great tackle from Bradbury, and we've got the ball back at Senior to E-ring. Does he pick out the pass that we need? Hyde. This is the kind of football that we're looking for. Hyde is deep in the pitch, which is nice to see. We don't want him up front. We want him like laying the ball off, holding the ball, using his strength to the advantage that we need. Now Woods is a great player. Like this Kazim is really impressing me. Like he got to be playing left midfield because he shouldn't be playing left back, especially where he's always at. Maybe they're playing Williams in left back, which makes sense. I should have checked really. Great defense from Bradbury. Woods. Kazim again, he's there. Stenson. Now what's Stenson doing by there? Nobody knows. Clark. Nobody likes Clark. The fans hate Clark. King. Get around him. Oh, it's great football. Oh, unlucky. But King is back. 2-2. What? There was bad passing. Spence to Hyde. Hyde holds up the ball, gives it back to Spence. Erin. Good football considering that we're meant to be like really, really fast. That's our tempo. Oh, this is another great ball from King. See, Hyde wasn't even anywhere near the center of the pitch, ready for that. But they're going on the counter attack here. This is big for Stenson. I don't know what they're going to be doing here. They don't have much in regards to... Who is Law? Ah, yeah, that Law is 21 years old. He's just come into the side. He must have come from the youth. Showing himself. Yeah, maybe he's the left back. Law could be the left back and Kazim could be the left midfield. I don't know what Williams is doing then. Woods is definitely the central midfielder, and he looks like he's holding up the ball pretty well. He's controlling the game. Now, Boris Johnson, we won't see any goals go past this man. This man's a legend. Some great... Oh, Erin has found nobody. But he took the risk, though, and that's all that matters. If we had Campbell there, it would have been huge. Because Campbell wouldn't have let that go. Mayer, nice clearance. I don't see any problems with this formation. Like I don't see any problems at all. I mean, we could probably. It's good passing around the pitch. We don't usually have that. There's a few balls which we just go and boot this striker, but that is our formation. That's what we're trying to score goals from. We don't look like we're attacking now. I mean, we're holding the ball, but we're not attacking, are we? Hyde is not doing his job. In which case, we do need to sort that out. Spence. Now, Tier is running down the pitch on a counter attack, but Spence is there, and Senior to King. King gives it to Earring. No, oh, there it is. Earring. Earring to Hyde. He's holding up the ball. He's lost the ball to Woods. That's not great. See, this is our problem. Kazim is not running after that. Maya's got the ball. We're fine. Give it a bin. It's a Noble Lazarus. Noble Lazarus. To Earring. Earring can see Maya. Nope. He didn't see it. Fair enough. So, going up front, we don't. It's only 13 minutes in. Now, I'm going to watch the whole match. I don't even know if I'm going to stick it on the YouTube video yet, though. But, I just feel like we don't have any attack. Our defense looks quite decent today. Green. Have we got anything at all? Earring. The only thing that we're using is our left winger. King is being used a lot in our attack, but it's not really helping us. Earring. Loses the ball. Bassini gets it back. Gives it to Earring. Earring crosses it in. Or does he go for the shot? I don't like what Hyde's doing at the moment, and I think we should change that. I mean, we could hold out and see what happens. I know he's trying to... Oh, that's a great ball from Hyde. King. King goes for the shot. I'm worried about Hyde because, yeah, we want him to do one thing, but we also want him to run into the ball, into the penalty box and score a header. Bradbury there. So yeah, may have some drawing board concerns. The tactic is not working. You can see the problem that we have though. Earring is holding out the up tear, tearing it up. Great defense. Good Cornish. Another great ball from Cornish. And this is the problem. Like, why is he so good with those balls? His vision is absolutely immense. I don't know how he sees it. He doesn't have great vision. Every time he was doing that last season, like sometimes it wasn't coming off, but it still looks amazing like that. The way you can just pick a ball out. Hyde to Noble Lazarus. Hits the ball on. I suppose he was trying to run after it, but put a bit of pressure on. See, I would like to put pressure on here, but we've told them not to. Oh, great clearance there. Green has not got the ball. So, I'm not seeing much of Green. Is he doing his job? I think he's a ball-winning midfielder. Spence to Hyde. See, the flick-on's there. Like, it's a good flick-on. But we need him to play 4-4-2 if that's the case. Because he's just not doing it for us. Maybe we do have to move Hyde into a different... we need to go to tactics. Alright, so... Deep line forward would be really good, but unfortunately it's not working. Maybe we try him in attack and see if that helps. He needs to try and make something for himself. We'll move him to attack and see if it helps at all. At the moment, it doesn't feel great. 18 minutes in, I haven't seen Hyde do anything which is going to actually win us the league. But we've got time to have a look at what's going on here. Now we've changed Hyde into a more attacking deep line forward, so hopefully that can fix our problems. I also want to maybe move Green from ball-winning midfielder to something more playmaker-ish. Like even pushing forward, because he's just not there at the moment. He doesn't have to support Hyde as well. If Green was further up in the pitch, maybe we would... But Earring is also playing a deep line playmaker, so he's not playing as deep. This ball is worrying. Great defense there, though. Good defense, good clearance. They're playing better football than us at the moment. Cornish, you just can't. You can't knock Cornish. He tries his hardest. He's 2 stars. Like, he's a decent player to the team, but he's not good. Like, he can't win us the league, surely. He's a great player, though. I've seen him do amazing things for us. Earring to Noble. Mayer's making a run here, but King is already there. He's picked him out to Earring. This is going really well here. Noble Lazarus. Oh, it was offside anyway. Okay, fair enough. Now that was a lot better. During all of that, though, we didn't see Green do anything. Almost like we need him further up the pitch. We'll keep watching, keep an eye on him anyway at the moment. Earring is pressing down. Senior's got the ball, that's nice. So that was a pretty bad pass there. I don't know who did that. Bradbury. See, they're playing out of defence and it looks really good. Earring to Spence. Spence to Senior. Give it back to Earring. Earring, lovely. This is great football. Small passes. Up, he's seen something. Hyde gives it back to Earring. This is great football. King. He could give it back to Earring again. And Hyde is actually in. Oh. The first time I seen Hyde make a run there, and it actually nearly paid off. Bradbury to Mayer. Mayer to... This is still really nice tiki-taka football. I don't know. Hyde isn't going to run after some of those sometimes. We could go for shorter passing because we just look really good with the ball. But we don't look dangerous at all yet, though. But we'll see now. It's only 18 minutes in. Hyde, this is a great ball here. Earring to Hyde. Hyde's beat his man. And King, that was really good play from Hyde. Which makes me feel like this is actually working. Hyde is actually starting to make some plays here. A deep lying playmaker, but he doesn't have anyone in midfield to help him out. Like, we're hoping that inverted winger Lazarus does something, but I haven't seen him do anything. Although, I mean, he got into one position on a cross, which was quite decent. So we'll keep him as it is. Oh, Earring's taking up the interception, and we've got time here. We've got time. Noble Lazarus, this is what we need to see. Noble Lazarus misses. Oh, he's still running around to Kazim, and it's a free kick. That's nice to see. I like to see that. Noble Lazarus actually beat his man. And Kazim has been playing really well. A nice tap on from Noble. But Lazarus just can't do it. And at the moment, like, we're playing really good football. We're 6.7, 6.6s, 6.8 from Noble, even though I thought he wasn't doing great. 6.9 from Bradbury. This is still great football. 23 minutes in and we look like we're the men. King, I thought, would have a better game here because... But maybe he's making more mistakes than I thought. Oh, this is a great ball. Senior, go with the cross, son. Hyde? Hyde doesn't usually mess these up. Green is quite a... Even messed up there. But it's fine. We've got the ball back. We're recycling it straight back to Earring. Earring has made another play. He's making risks and I like it. Maybe if we do the passing to be less direct. Like, the longer passing is probably hurting us here. We've got to remember this, though, that we've gone for... Hyde has gone into attack instead of support. Because they don't change for the rest of the... for the rest of the game. Ben. Let's see this Ben, then. Everyone says, Ben, bring Ben on, bring Ben on. Look at this Ben. He's actually doing quite well here, but he's been tackled by King. Exactly what I expect, because Ben isn't a good player, and we all know it. The fans know it. We know it. There we go. Great defense here. King to Bradbury. Oh, this is great play. Come on, Hyde. Show me something amazing. Come on. He's just running around him. Oh, you couldn't beat two of them. Fair enough. That's fair enough. All right. Straight back to us. Like, we've got all the possession at the moment. Earring to Burn. Burn still flicked on. I don't know who actually got that ball, but Mayer is there. Lazarus, come on, Lazarus, you can do this, son. Oh, he's running around him. He's making the run. Come on, you can beat him. Oh, that was decent again. Not bad, not bad. Not amazing, but it could be. Like, could we make Lazarus play better football? I don't know. This is going really well. we're all playing like 6.7 and 6.8s. Like if we could get to 7s would be nice. We have got a lot of possession, and I don't know if it shows us this. No, we don't really see it anyway. Noble Lazarus. Oh. Hyde got to the ball again, but it's a free kick because he was offside, but at least he actually tried running into it, which is nice. I feel like we're playing better than them. But they've got a little bit of a possession here. Like, I want to see some stats. There's no stats here. We're gonna have to look at the halftime statistics. Earring to Hyde. See, he flicks the ball on, and we don't need that. Bit of a problem there, because what the tactic that we're using, we don't want him to flick it on. We want him to beat his man. So it could be a big deal. Like, that is a big deal. Now I notice it. If we make him an attack. I mean, we could have a go at trying this. See what happens. Let's see how he plays football now then. We're going to make him a target man. An attacking target man as well. Now, he doesn't have anyone up there, so probably not a good idea. But alright, here we go. The tactics should take effect now. Maya to Green. Come on, Green. He sees something, but he sees nothing. He sees nothing. Alright, that's fine. Maya. Clearance to Woods. Let's see how Woods plays this then. So he's running up the pitch. Oh, great tackle from Green. That's exactly what you want from Green, though. He's ball winning midfielder. That's exactly what he wants to do, and he's what he did. Ben. Oh, that was a really good ball from Ben. And Tierney got it in there, but Boris Johnson, don't miss those. Boom. Nobody was there. He should be playing out of the fence, but obviously he didn't want to. It's not all the time that they want to listen to the manager's tactics. Understood. Bradbury. See, now I'm really worried because I want to boot the ball up the pitch, but we don't have a striker which can deal with that. Like, we have not been aggressive. We haven't got a chance of scoring a goal. I don't feel like we're gonna do anything this season if we keep this tactic. There's been 0 shots on goal. Boris Johnson, great defense. Oh God, this could be it. King beats his man. Oh no, Summerfield does him. Ben clears it to Stenson. Stenson flicks it onto nobody. Thank God he does that. Mayer to Noble Lazarus. This is what we. This is supposed to be our dangerous player right here. Now I know he's not the best player. Oh, but he's meant to be like cutting inside, making plays. I think I've seen him do it once. He's gonna cut inside. No. King's there. King to Earring. Earring back to King. To Earring again. He's making the outside play. King is there. Come on, you can get the ball. Oh. Unlucky. Unlucky. See, although we're playing great football, there's something which is wrong. Senior, not bad. Bradbury. He's trying his hardest to get that ball up. I wish we couldn't. Like, I want him not to do that. Oh, this is decent from them. Tear. Ah, Tear just gets past Senior. But he's on his own and there's three of them. He's got past all of them. Good football there. Can we go on the counter-attack? This is huge for us here. Spence to Green. Green to Hyde. To Earring. To King. To Senior. Senior's shit. I mean, he's playing quite decent though. A 6.8 isn't that bad. Straight out. Okay, so what are we noticing from this? Can we get to our tactics? So we're noticing that we don't see much of Spence, and Green isn't helping as much as we want. So maybe we bring him to support and see if that kind of fixes our problems. Because the problems at the moment is we cannot score a goal. We can't attack. Like, we got great defense, but there's nothing. Oh, there's a great tackle there from Senior. We did see it, guys. We did see it, even though we don't want to see it because we hate Senior. But, like, that was very good from him. We got to play him. He's our first team defender. Like, he's going to... Hopefully, he plays well for us. Just don't make any mistakes and it won't be too bad at all. So, King is, like... He's influential right now. We're using him a lot in our attacks. Look at this. Look at this. If we could just cross the ball in. He doesn't want to cross it in, though. Which is confusing because Hyde is there and he can score a header, I think. I mean, he only flicks it on. He doesn't really have the power to score headers. I haven't seen yet, anyway. Not this season. Alright, the ball's out of play. We get to see how Green is affected by moving from defense to support. I'm hoping that he actually uses... Here we go. Green is further up the pitch here. And he's there. Mayer is pushing for an overlap. There's a lot more attack in this. Earring is there. He's got the ball back to Senior. Senior crosses back in. Clark, this is much better. More pressure already, straight away. That's what I like to see. Using as target man, maybe we shouldn't use him as a target man because I think they're trying to get it to him all the time. Oh, there's a nice ball there. Green, he sees Mayer. Mayer, come on, you can do something here, buddy. Green. Oh, that was decent, man, but he shot. Oh, that's not what you want to see from Green. Green, can you even... I'm not going to do any of that. Just wanted to see if he could shoot. Has he got any long shots? Earring to Bradbury. Bradbury goes for the... There's a decent pass from Bradbury. He's having a good game as well, so you can't really say shit. Senior, go for a pass to King. Come on. Tear is there. Nice from Tear. Stenson to Summerfield. Summerfield to Cornish. See, they're not using Cornish as much as I would use Cornish. It's good football, like passing between each other. Cornish just finds some balls out of nowhere. Like, it's crazy. Tear is playing great football. I really like Tear. I might even move him. Like, Noble Lazarus is a great player, but to bench... Do we bench Noble Lazarus and use Tear? Like, you see that he's a better player right now. He's always in the attack. Green? Green can see Mayer. Oh, it's a great ball to Erin. Erin sees Noble Lazarus. He can see the overlap, but he doesn't want to use it. Back to Byrne. Byrne sees the ball. It's not great, though. It's not pinpoint. Erin just boots it out and is actually quite close. Whew. That's what I like to see. Out of nowhere, a risky ball there could have resulted in a decent pass, a key pass. King is there. Come on, give it to King. Earring. Oh, this is great football. Unlucky. Just unlucky. Bradbury. He's looking for the pass. I like it. Green is definitely more involved now, which is great to see. I like to see it because we need Green doing stuff, making plays. Get out there for the throw-in. I like that. Now, Noble Lazarus, we need to sort out because at the moment he's terrible. He's not playing really well, and I think it's because of the position I'm using him for, but it's fine at the moment. We don't see much of Spence, but that is because he's defending. Senior is actually quite a lot in the attack. A corner. See, our corners, we don't have anything for corners. We're not using anything at all. But it's nice to see Hyde get on the ball. Nice to see it. He used his head, but Davison Hale is a good keeper. For our leagues, anyway. Earring sees Noble, but doesn't use him. They don't use Noble enough. Maybe because he's inverted. But at halftime, we're going to move Lazarus around. Everything else is going really well. I mean, Earring isn't having the best game because he's like trying to make passes out of nothing. But I think we still have faith in Earring. Who's doing the worst then? 6.5 is Earring at the moment. But that is it. 6.9 Senior is actually playing quite well. Maybe Senior should go for some crosses. Oh, Senior again. Oh, Senior again. Earring. It's hard, isn't it? Like, we gotta make Earring play these passes, but I mean, we don't have. He's not fast enough to play anywhere else at the moment. Let's have a look anyway. Let's see what's going on. So the statistics say that we have had 3 shots and 1 on target, 3 corners, 2 fouls, and we've had 49%. So they've had more possession than us. Doesn't feel like that though. But okay, no problem. That's fine. So we're gonna move in, and I'm alright. Keep playing the way you have, and the result will come. I'm actually pretty happy with what's going on right now. Now I feel like the inverted winger position is not going well. We could try and use him as an attacking winger, because this wide midfielder King is doing his job. I like to see it, but we need to see Lazarus. We need something more from Lazarus. Alright, so here it is. We've got Kazim to Woods. This is nice possession football. Cornish. This is really nice football. Kazim back to Woods. He's made a run, but he hasn't seen it. But Cornish, again, still worrying how he just gets those balls. He's got the vision. Something about Cornish I really like, and I'm gonna be. I want to use, like, as soon as we get Cornish as our actual player, because I think we tried to loan him out for a season, but maybe we go for make an offer instead. We make an offer for Cornish, and we put him in a side. I mean, he's not an improvement, but you can see from what I can see anyway is this guy is a legend. He can see balls which no one else sees. Earring. He's just not having a great game. Kazim. Summerfield. Cornish. To Stenson. That's what we like. Whoa! Tears, get into it. But King is there. Senior's playing really good football, and I think that really works well with the tactic that we're using. Whoa! Screamer from Kazim, but just wide of the post. So to be honest, I'm still happy with what's going on, but we just don't have an attack. And if this changes, then maybe. But at the moment, I just don't see it changing yet. Like, Erin needs to pinpoint a pass. to Hyde. And Hyde isn't doing it for me. Even though he's playing 6.6, he's not doing it. I don't like that. Seeming as we want to use. Now, they're trying to target him, so maybe it could be my fault, and in which case we'll change something, and we'll make him an advance forward and see what happens there. See if we can change the way he plays, because at the moment I'm not liking the way Hyde is playing football. We tried everything and nothing seems to work with Hyde. Like, we need to play a 4-4-2 for him to work, and even though he's our best player, we're not playing a 4-4-2. I'm not gonna do a 4-4-2 just for him. He's not that good of a player. Woods crosses the ball, but Boris Johnson is there with a great save. And he's going to slow down. No, he isn't. He's going to boot it straight up the pitch. Hyde is there. And Earring to Green. Green. Alright, here we go. We get to see if Noble's going to do anything here. Oh, this is a great play from Mayer. And it's a tackle. Yellow card? I like to see that. Oh, burn. Close. Have we got any defense? Yeah, we've got 3 back. That's okay. So Summerfield with the counter-attack here. But Stenson is here. There's a big chance here. Cornish. Ah, they've ruined it. They passed back. That was their only chance. But Hyde has got the ball. And it's another offside. Ooh, yellow card to Cornish. What did he do? Did he kick? Hyde. It's a bit harsh. He's your teammates. Alright, so Byrne boots up the pitch to nobody. Brilliant. Brilliant. So we just don't have attack. We need to try and fix that. I think the tactic may work if we can somehow score goals. Maybe we go completely different about this. Instead of going for a controlled game, we just don't do it. We don't go with the counter attack. Hyde is not that good. Earring to King. King is our wide midfielder and he's playing well apart from that ball. Bradbury has been... Ah, this is nice. Byrne clears it and Hyde is there and he's giving it back to Green. And why? Because Hyde is offside. Fair enough. But it's nice to see him get the ball. Mayer tries picking out Hyde, and he's picked out Noble Lazarus, but it's another offside. Come on, Hyde. How can you be offside all the time? That was a really good flick on from Hyde. King. Over to Senior. Senior to Earring. Senior back to Bradbury. Yes, this is a great play. King is there. What a cross. Oh, I would say what a cross. What a pass from Bradbury to King. It was so pinpoint. Spence is... You don't see much of Spence because he's always defending. And I think I like that. Earring. To Green. It's a penalty. Come on. That was a good ball. Green making the plays. I'd like to see him in that position more often, but I don't know if he can get in there. I like seeing Mayer and Senior up front, and I also am seeing more from Noble during this last 5 minutes than I have all first half. Hyde is still trying though, bless him. Alright, Mayer to Noble. Noble's running with the ball. He's seen something. Oh my god, that was really good. Earring to King. King! Oh, not troubling the keeper. I like him going for the shot though. So we've shut them down. They haven't really had any shots now. And we're taking more shots, which is nice to see. Kazim. I say that. Woods has got a chance here. Nope. Senior. Senior's looking real strong this game. I like to see that. This Green just clears it away, and Hyde's going to chase after it, but he's got no chance. Davison Hale, he's just going to hold the ball. He boots it. Oh, Green could have intercepted there. Cornish is on a yellow card. Can't believe how dirty he was there, kicking Hyde. Woods to Cornish. Oh, this is nice football. Passing around. But Mayer's there. Shuts him down. Back to Green. To Earring. Our playmaker, the big man. He sees King on the left, but he's not going to use him. He's going to use Green. Back to Earring. Earring sees Noble Lazarus, but it's not just what we need. It's a little bit too powerful there. Green's going to chase after the ball. Burn. Summerfield. He's coming up for the interception. Woods. And Noble Lazarus is there to intercept that. Earring again. We're changing the game here. This is looking good. Hyde is holding up the ball. Green sees King, but no one else sees him. Spence is there, but he's brought it back. Bradbury goes for it. I don't know what Bradbury just did there. I mean, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work. Senior is playing a 7.0 and you can see it. Like, he is playing good football. Spence with a good defense there. Earring. Noble Lazarus, but it's well wide. I mean, that's better. We've seen a shot. It's not Hyde though. So at this very moment in time, Hyde isn't doing it for us once again. Will he ever do it for us? I don't know. Good tackle from Green. This is an actual counter-attack which we could use here. To Noble Lazarus. Noble Lazarus, can he beat his man? Of course he can beat Cornish. Oh, he's crossed it in. But he doesn't do anything, Hyde. He doesn't go for it or anything. Maybe we change our... Is it our instructions? Yeah. We go for floated crosses. Just try some floated crosses, because Hyde needs to get on this ball, because otherwise I'm going to sell him. Like, he's doing my head in. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't try running for the ball. He doesn't need to be a poacher as an advanced forward. He should be doing something more than that. Senior's there again. Great defense, and it's a goal kick. I like to see that. Hopefully with these next crosses now will be floaters. I don't know what a floating cross will look like. Ah, he's passed it out. Good job. Earring. To Hyde. He's flicked it on. Like, nobody's there, but he's flicked it on. Good football from Halifax second, though. Cornish picks out Tear, but it's just too far. Thank God. So the only people that were impressing me at the start, I saw Kazim making some runs, but that is gone. He's gone now. There's no Kazim in this game. He's been shut down somehow. I don't really know how. And I've seen Tear make some really good plays. Like right now, he's making a run. Ben, I haven't seen anything from Ben. King always shuts him down. Summerfield and Woods are okay. Like, they're old men. They're not really going to play. Cornish, I always see Cornish making good plays. Like, he's made another a good pass there. I don't know how he does it. And they're going to score from this. Oof, Boris Johnson saves the ball. That was a very, very nice move there. Once again, though, we've got nothing from Hyde. Great defense, though. We're booting it straight back up. Hyde flicks it onto Green. Green moves it to Earring. See, Hyde is not making that run. Like, why isn't he making that run? Make the run. Go further up. Be forward. He needs to be there. What else can I possibly tell you, man? You're an advanced forward. You should be right up there. I don't know how high you want you. Like, please go higher? Let's try that, see if that's more attacking. Like, we just need to find something for Hyde. Maybe the poacher style is going to be the way forward. At the moment, though, Hyde is a weak link. We don't get any goals. 62 minutes in, it's 0-0. He hasn't once looked like he's going to do anything. An opposition, Stenson always marking. What? No. If he scores, then fair enough. Like, we need him to try and score. Law. I don't know what Law was doing there. He was defending for us, thank God. We are balanced, though I could move it to attacking. Because we just don't attack. Oh. That was good from Stenson. Go on, Hyde. Good tackle there. I could see that coming. Burn. He's just going to boot it away. I mean, that is our football. But this actually could be decent, yeah? Another free kick. Come on. Get him off. You don't do shit like that. That's what we like to see. Hyde getting us free kicks. If we could score from them, it would be amazing. But I guess not. Not yet. Dyson. Never heard of him. I guess that's our sub. Stenson. Nope. Mayer's there. Burn. Burn goes for a long ball. That's what we won these long balls. Hyde should be better. There it is. Earring. To Hyde. Jesus, man. Good header from Burn. Summerfield to Woods. Woods is well open there. Green missed that tackle, like that push. Cornish. Mayer's watching. Good job. Luckily, they don't have any good players, because I think we would have been penalised here and punished. Because we're not playing good football. As you can see, like, nothing is going our way. I mean, we're holding on to the ball, but we don't do anything with it. And it's nearly a penalty? No. Thank God. Alright, so... I mean, what do we do with this? What do we do? This is good football, but we just can't score from it. Green to Lazarus. Lazarus is there, nearly. Bradbury boots it. Boots it. King can get onto this, though. And he can hold on to it. Earring. Gives it back to King. Back to Earring. Back to Bradbury. Oh, this is great football. Come on. Don't mess this up. Don't boot it. Good tackle from... Oh, Spence. Oof. See, Spence just doesn't have that play that Cornish would have. It's a corner. Hyde is offside again. Alright, so we were trying to hoof the ball up. Let's go attacking and see if anything changes in our formation. I don't think they've done it yet though, but we'll see. Earring to King. Oh. Is it straight out or what? Yeah, okay. So our first game, a roundup of what is going down. Senior's playing great defense, which we never normally see, but he's having a good game. King looked like he was playing some really good football, but we could never see the ball go to Hyde. Hyde looks like he could be a terrible striker. He doesn't do anything which is like worth mentioning ever. You'd think that he would be able to use his strength to like win us the game, score some goals. Bradbury is doing Bradbury things, like he's a great player, Bradbury, but he just hoofs the ball up like we ask him to, and it's not working because they just can't find it. We could try and like boot the ball into space. Maybe we should like. At the moment, all I see is this is bad. It could be my formation. It probably is though. Oh, yellow card. Hyde. This is the one time that we've actually seen Hyde pick up the ball like that. Like we want to see it all the time, but he doesn't do it. Green back to Earring. Earring to nobody, but Lazarus is there. It's a great... Oh my god, it's another offside, isn't it? And we actually saw him head the ball. Crazy stuff. Nearly into the net, but it was still offside, and he still saved it, but... We went attacking, and maybe that's working. Mayer to Lazarus. Lazarus gives it back to Mayer. Mayer comes in for the cross. This is much better. We have some more chances here. Mayer. Mayer. Oh, it is a floater. I give you that. But Hyde is never there. Keep trying now. See what happens. Maybe he'll come online once. A floater. But nobody's there again. I like it though. He's not as good as we all thought though, is he? Ah, good tackle from Mayer. Which makes me feel like Hyde may not be our striker. For the whole season, like, he just could be sold. Like, he could be sold. If we went for a 4-4-2 formation, maybe we could use him. Spence to Burn. Burn to Noble to Mayer. Mayer boots the ball up forwards, and he just can't beat his man. And his man is nobody as well. Like, it's no one special. Dyson, like, he's a 17-year-old. Once again, outplayed. Ah, Earring's there, though. Great play here. Burn to Earring. Earring finds Noble? No. Spence. Big pass there. But he would have been offside again. Noble Lazarus. Oh my god! Earring there. Hyde definitely not anywhere to be seen. Which makes me think, once again, that we just make him support. We bring him back to support. A deep lying playmaker, deep lying forward. And he can maybe like give it off to Earring. Nice. So at the moment, if we do use Hyde, it's not going to be for like booting the ball up the pitch. Like we were first suspecting. Unless we try something different. I'm thinking maybe we go for a better passing. At the moment, it's just not working. We're being outplayed by our second side. It's 0-0. We should be smashing them. Cornish. Great D from Senior again. Oh, great defense there. Noble Lazarus isn't going to get to that. Cornish. Still going strong there. Dyson to Summerfield. Summerfield sees Woods, but it's not good enough. Noble Lazarus runs past him. This is great football from Noble. Mayer, with the overlap, gets the cross in, but it's a corner. Not bad play there. Boom! Green! Close though. Could have been a screamer of a header. Oh, alright. I watched the whole game and I am not satisfied with any of these plays at all. But at least you get to see like who we could bring up. I think we may keep Kazim in our first side, like maybe in the bench. Not Ben shit. Summerfield no, Woods no. It's just Kazim and Stenson maybe. Cornish. There's a few good players they've got, which we want. Boots. Oh, Hyde actually gets to it. Green. To Noble. Give it to him. Green. To Earring. To Noble. Oh. Boom. Ben. What a ball. Lazarus. What a goal. What a goal. What a goal. Well played. I mean, it wasn't great, but it's still a goal nonetheless, and we are winning. So before we go, we do need to check. We moved ball winning midfielder Green up and winger attack, and I think we left the ball winning midfielder support. If we take anything from that, I wonder if I got my my little book. There we go. I got a pen around here. I don't have a pen. Oh, there it is. It's on the side. 2 seconds, guys. Green. Ball winning midfielder. Support. And Lazarus. Winger. I think it was an attack, wasn't it? Winger attack. Boom. Kazim clears the ball. Okay. So we've got another 6 minutes left, guys, and it's nice to see a goal, isn't it, really? Like, we were waiting a long time for it. It eventually did come. Hyde is so slow, but he is tired, so bless him. Do we have anyone on the bench who's actually good? I have no idea who these players are. No. We won't put anyone on. Good. Well played there. Noble Lazarus. Making runs here. He's got some space. You can see Mayer. Is he going to use him? No, he's going to run all the way and then lose the ball. Unfortunate. At least you see him more of Noble Lazarus now in attacking. That's something else that we did as well. We moved to attacking from normal, from balanced. Balanced to attacking. Oh, there's a counter-attack here, but Hyde isn't ready for it, and this is literally the only thing that I asked them to do, and they just don't know how to do it. We scored a goal, and it was so fucking lucky, I think. They're holding more of the ball now, though. It's 87th minute. We're meant to be attacking. We can't even get the ball off them. Only when they mess up. And then we just boot it away. And then it's theirs again. Mayer. Good tackle from Mayer. 2 good tackles from Mayer, but he's giving it back to Cornish. It's one person you don't want to give it to is Cornish. Good defense. King. Does he see anyone? At the moment, he's just running up the pitch. He's going to give it to Earring. Earring is going to try and use his vision. And he has used his vision to Noble Lazarus. He's bringing it in real fast here. They've gone for a floating cross, and I don't think we're going to go with that anymore. Another floater, and Hyde! It's actually decent. That was actually decent. It's a free kick because he's offside again, though. Wow, this guy, man. Is it his fault or is it a tactic? Like, it could be this right here. Just every time he's always offside, just a little bit less, then maybe we'll try that. Easy win though, guys. Expected to win. I thought it was going to be a draw, but we did see some magic from some of our players, which hopefully we'll get more out of when the time comes. We'll be ending this episode very soon once we've got this match over and done with. It's been a long game. It's our first pre-friendly game, inter-friendly game. Inter-team friendly match. And I like to watch the whole match so I can see how my tactic is running and what's so bad about it. I mean, we're playing with people who don't really have any stats, so we don't know if the tactic is good because some of our players are just terrible. But from what I can see is we need to fix this tactic. It's still wrong. But it won't be our next game that we'll be fixing it because we're going to be using our attacking control the ball. Next tactic is not for Hyde. Hyde is not going to be in that game. Thank God, because really, really annoying me. But it's nice to see that we actually won our game. Those 3 points would have mean everything in the next season. We're going to need them. To get to the playoffs, we need all the points we can get. Because I don't feel like we've got any attacking choices at all. Like we might have to go buy a striker. Because I don't think Stenson's going to do it for us. Hyde flicks it on. Spence is there. Seeing more of Spence now. Good defense. Alright, that's nice to see. And I think that's a great win. In my eyes, it's a win. We all played really good football towards the end. Attacking football was really, really good. Earring didn't have the greatest game, but he was trying all the good passes. Very nice win. Good job, guys. That's what I like to see. And I will be ending the stream right here, and I hope you enjoyed